Well, good morning there. It is super early. I woke up at 5 a.m. unintentionally. My husband was leaving early this morning for hockey with my youngest son. He has a game in Winnipeg. It is currently approximately minus 36 with the wind chill, and that's Celsius. It is super cold and there are cold warnings right now. So I sat down in the living room to start my day and finished reading Lee Child's Without Fail novel. It's not something that I bought, it's something that I borrowed. And first, it was a decent storyline. It was interesting. He's a good writer. However, I have discovered that it is just not for me. It was very slow and I honestly felt a little bored. And it took a lot for me to finish it. But it gave me an idea of what good writing is in a male's perspective. I feel like I'm going to lose my voice, so I apologize for the scratchiness, but I am very worn out. I am sitting in my office. I spent more hours, I've lost count of the hours I have spent working in this room. But I'm happy to say that the mudding and taping and remudding is done. I have finally finished stage 1 of office renovations. And I'm feeling very, tired, but also happy that this part of it is done. It took a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of energy, and 4 days. I had one day which was Friday, where I just could not do hardly anything. Today's Sunday, December 14th, which is something I forgot to mention. But that day I tried, but I kept getting tremors and my hands were shaking. And if you've ever tried to mud with shaky hands, I do not recommend it. Therefore, I had to just stop. So I really did not get much done in here on Friday. And then yesterday I was like, what is causing the tremors? Yes, I have a neurological condition, but I haven't had a full seizure since November 26th. So I was trying to figure out what could have been the cause of the tremors. Well, it turns out if your body is low on sugar or dehydrated, you can get tremors. So I thought, okay, I'm going to try electrolytes. So yesterday I took Hydrolyte, which are capsules that dissolve in water, and it really made the difference. It really helped me. I really think that I was just dehydrated from being physically active with POTS. So it allowed me to finish everything. And so let's just take a little snapshot here of this lovely room. You can see all the mudding is done. I'm ready to move on to sanding, and it's not happening right now. Okay, so I bought this lovely tool, where you strap sandpaper to it, and you can attach like a pole, and then you sand. Well, of course, after buying this, I didn't think about talking to my husband first. He does have an electric sander, so I might have to return this stuff. And then I'm going to get him to show me how to use his sander. I don't know if I'll be able to handle sanding myself because of the vibration in that and the physical effort required in using the sander. So I might have to lean on my family a little bit to help me with it. We'll see how it goes. So yes, stay tuned. So now that I'm done reading the Reacher book, I am moving on to book 2 in Brandon Sanderson's series, the Mistborn series. I read book 1, I loved it. I did receive book 2 as a gift, and I'm really excited to get reading it. Last night I was supposed to have a writing meeting, and I was so drained, and I felt so bad. There was a miscommunication with Tyra and I. She probably doesn't even realize I misunderstood, but I thought she had already canceled it around 20 to 7, and 7 is when we usually meet on Discord. And so, but I zoned out and I lost track of time and I didn't confirm with her. And then 10 after 7 rolls around. I'm like, oh crap, I have another Discord message. And I realized that she was sitting there waiting for me to join the meeting. So then I apologized. See, I thought she said that we were going to meet in person on Wednesday instead of doing the Saturday meeting, but I think she meant in addition to the Saturday meeting. So I felt so terrible. I pretty much stood up my friend. And Tyra, I am very sorry for that. But I will see you on Wednesday. Hello, my friends. Today is Tuesday, December 16th, I believe. And I don't know why I have such a hard time remembering the date. Anyways, today at like 7:30 in the morning, I went to do some blood work, and then I went to Home Hardware, and yes, I finally picked out my paint color. So I picked up my primer, picked up my paint, and then this afternoon I finished the sanding, and as far as I can tell, I do not need to do any more mud patching. It took me a solid 2.5 hours, actually maybe a little bit longer than that, to finish the sanding, and I discovered that I did not do a good enough job with the sanding the first time around. So I did a better job this time, and I'm actually quite happy with how much work I've done and how things are starting to come together. This is the aftermath of sanding. My lovely hair turned white, and well, I was pretty dirty. My next plan, which I don't know if it's going to be tonight or tomorrow, is I need to go over and get all the dust and stuff off of the drywall so that I can start to prime and then I can paint. So I am so excited for the next step, and I tell you, I am sore. I even actually did some sort of like a friction burn thing on my knuckle and tore down some skin, and there was a little bit of blood, nothing too serious, but boy did it sting, especially with all that dust in there, so I had to clean it pretty good. But I'm hoping that the next couple of stages is going to be less painful, other than my arms might get sore, and yes, my arms are extremely sore today after all of this sanding. I found mudding was easier, but time consuming. Sanding was more physically intense. I have officially lost a couple of pounds, which is kind of cool because I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm just trying to, get my office ready. So if I can lose some weight along the way, then that is super awesome. So I am really burnt out from all of this, and I'm looking forward to my husband bringing home some A&W for dinner, and I'm going to have a delicious lettuce raptine burger with sweet potato fries and a diet root beer. So I'm famished. I'm going to enjoy this very much, and I'm so anxious to get this done because I really just want to get back to writing and editing the stories for Sable Book Night's anthology. So I'm not going to tell you what color I picked. It is not what I originally thought I was going to pick, but I will show you once it is done. Now, on a side note, we had freezing rain last night, and we got some more freezing rain today. Everything is officially ice covered. The winds are picking up. The temperature is dropping tonight. And tomorrow we're going to be dumped on with about 20 centimeters of snow. So they are calling for potential blizzard-like conditions. I have the feeling my kids are going to be home tomorrow. It might slow me down in getting stuff done in this room because, of course, I'm going to need to spend some time with them and be a good mom and pay attention to them. But honestly, I really just want to shut the door and get into painting and priming and all of that jazz. So we'll see how productive I am on a snow day. This is what one of the walls looked like, mudded, taped, and sanded. And this is what it looked like after the priming and the painting was complete. From here, we decided it was time to empty out the room and determine what to do with the floor. We thought about doing wood paneling, but the cost was too extensive, so we decided to go with paint. Because the walls were an off-brown color, we decided to do a lighter floor, so we chose a whitish blue color.
Then I went out to the store and I picked out some new baseboards. Now, because the floor was such a whitish blue color, I decided to paint them brown. So currently I have done one coat with one more coat left. In the midst of all this, we were struck with a lovely blizzard and it was a little cold and we had lots of shoveling to do.
Hey, today is December 22nd and I have been working on renovating this new writing office for 12 days straight. There have been a couple of days now where I haven't spent as much time in there, but yeah, I'm really feeling worn out now. It has been difficult these last couple days to keep my motivation going, and right now I am just like, I just want to get through this next step so that I can start moving furniture in. Alright, so I have mudded, I have taped, remudded, sanded, remudded again, sanded, primed the walls, painted the walls, done a second coat of paint. Then I have swept and washed the floors. I have painted 2 coats of paint on the floor and is no longer this vibrant orangey yellow color, which is absolutely wonderful. And now I have also done 1 coat of paint on the baseboards and I have to do yet another coat. But currently I am on my way out to the hockey arena. There is a parents versus kid hockey game that my husband and both my kids are going to be in. And so I need to get there, and I'm waiting to see if I need to drive myself in the dark, which I haven't done for more than a year, probably a year and a half since I've driven myself anywhere in the dark by myself. So I'm waiting to see if my mother-in-law is going to go, and if she is going to go, then I'll jump in with her, but if she's not up for going, then I will try to drive myself. It is only about 10 minutes away, so it's not too bad, but I am a little bit nervous because it is a little icy, it is dark, and again, I'm already tired, so that's where I'm at right now. So next steps for this lovely office is to measure and cut down the baseboards so that they fit, and then I have to learn how to attach said baseboards to the walls. So we'll see how this goes. My husband is going to give me some tips and pointers, but he is not helping me, for he feels that I should do this myself, and he's probably right. It is making me feel good about myself, but I am very tired, and Christmas is only a couple days away. So to each and every one of you fellow writers, authors, readers, everybody watching this video, I wish you all the very best Christmas and the best New Year possible. And here's hoping for a wonderful 2026.